Since I last uploaded, Skate has revealed a new trailer for their upcoming game, and I would like to show you my favorite clip from that video. Now that we're all updated on Skate 4 news, I would like to talk about my previous video when I went over inconsistencies. While a couple people stated some things that I missed, I want to talk about something different that's not even part of Skate 3. As you may know, Full Circle, the studio behind the new Skate game, is giving out rare skate decks. Only 500 in existence, and I own one of them. But if we take a look at these skate decks, you would notice that there's already pre-made holes for you to put your trucks on and skate. Even though it's looked very down upon to actually skate a collectible skate deck, you could still do that anyways. But not these ones, these are anti-skatable. Yes, those pre-made holes don't even line up. You tried putting your trucks on them, they don't line up. You want to see some proof? Check out their promotion. They tried putting trucks on them and they don't even fit. They can't even get all 4 bolts on. Talk about an inconsistency in real life. Anyways, let's get back to the out of bounds. To clarify what out of bounds is, by my definition, is an unintended space where you can skate where the developers didn't want you to. There was no fence blocking me, officer! And no, I'm not talking about one of those secret passageways where the devs intended you to go there. What? There's a secret half-pipe by Arbor Lodge? And it leads into a tunnel? Oh my god, there's a secret tunnel at the quarry? Who would have saw that? No way there's a secret bowl on top of Danny Way's Hawaiian Dream. Impossible! You gotta be kidding me! There's a Rickrolls and Allmart? Who would have saw that? Guys, come on, the game's been out for 12 years. There's no way you haven't seen this. There's no way that this post should have this much attention. Anyways, getting back on track. To get to one of these unwanted dev skating locations, I'm going to be using a variation of 3 different tactics. A launch glitch, a face to the ground glitch, and a face to the wall glitch. So the first out of bounds I want to talk about is this basketball court. Floating in the middle of nowhere, this is a very secret spot. So secret, in fact, that many people made a video on it. So if you haven't seen it, now you have. The first place I'm going to talk about is the Black Box DLC. I mean, yeah, you can get out of bounds, but like, why would you? At the Move NYC DLC, if you notice, the whole place is surrounded by one giant track circle. And lucky for us, we can get there. Launching ourselves over the fence and safely bailing onto the track, we can now free roam, minus a few areas. Making our way to Hawaiian Dream, we can find Danny Way's secret ball! Okay, but actually, if you make your way down here and you see this river, there's an invisible barrier you can't get past. Well, that barrier actually has a height limit, so we simply just launch over the invisible wall, and we're free to go. Landing next to the water, we are free to roam around, but there's not much space, so I don't know, maybe do a tray flip or something. So if we make our way to the Monster Park Jam, simply slip through the ground, and then look through the open void, and you'll find, wait, where is it? Oh yeah, that's right. This only works if you activate the Vert contest. While the jam is in session, slip through the ground, look to the left, and there it is, a floating rail. Well, why is it here? I don't know. You want me to go on like a long tangent about how it's some overworked EA employee due to crunch time, and that he simply just forgot to delete it, and then probably later on in like 2018 accidentally tripped over a wire and activated the lobbies again? I don't know, it could be a possibility. In the very first map of Skate 3, which is Skate School, you will find tons of grass. Lots of it. Fields of it. But besides grass, do you recognize this texture? Of course you do if you ever open up your Edit Skater. Simply launching this way towards the void, you'll find the asset of the Edit Skater room. It's not the actual room, it's just a placeholder. If I were to spawn multiple objects, then go into Edit Skater, there's nothing there, so it's just a placeholder. At the After Dark, we can see the moon. At the entrance gate, there is yet another invisible barrier, and yet it also has another height limit. So launching over the gate, you are now able to skate on the pathway, or on this tree, but I highly recommend the pathway over the tree. Getting on top of this roof, you are able to fall through it and then fall on another platform. While here, you can do the Spaceman Shuffle. I'll be coming like an Autobahn, I'm murdering everything, I'm a killer with a mission of flipping, I'm sick with the gift of the living, I'll be itching to give it, the whip of the wicked, I stick it with the quick and the digging there. Now we get to the big main 3 districts, starting with Industrial. If we start at the Giver Skate Park, and then go behind it, you'll find this hole in the wall. There you will find enough room for you to just... So if you spawn on top of Corey, and you jump up this mountain, you can now Tony Hawk downhill jam this mountain. Or if you don't want to, you can spawn on top of this crane.
Hi, how are you?
Do a little launch glitch on top of the crane, do about an Olympic amount of hops up the crane, and voila, you're on top of it. An easier spot to get to is on top of Spillway. You can literally just walk there. Walk up this hill, go across here, walk around the factory, hop up this, and you're fine. And for some of you who've heard about this golden bunny from this area, that's just the crane over by Corey. Hey guys! If we go a bit down Spillway and then look to the top, you see a grass area. There's a very thin part where you can actually walk around and skate on. People hit trick-line clips on it all the time. I don't know how to get there. Find out yourself. Have you ever stood on the pier of 2nd and Navy and thought to yourself, wow, look at those boats. I wonder what they actually look like. Well, wait no longer. Thanks to my Jesus mod, I can now walk on water and go check out the boats just for you. Getting up close to those boats is not as exciting. It's just like looking at the other side of the moon. Pretty bland. A real depth map to the textures, so it just all comes off flat and just reflects very hard. Also very intangible. Can't do anything about it. Now we're on to the University District, and this is where I'm going to explain how to phase through a wall. First, you got to set up a barrier, leave a little bit of space room for you to respawn, touch it, let go, grab on again, and then just back up. Why am I explaining this? Well, because you can do it anywhere you want to, and it involves one of the spots I'm talking about. If we come to the ramp over by Chan Center, and then do the said thing I was talking about, and we have this little area where we can skate around and do a cush pop. If you don't know what the cush pop is, don't worry, I'll explain it in a different video. But for now, when we go to the Mega Park entrance, you just clip through the ground, and voila, you can skate on top of the little tunnel thing that goes underneath the map. And yes, it works on the other side too. Over at the campus entrance, you see the bubble that you play skate on. Well, you can clip through the bubble, and there's a little room you can mess around with. But wait, isn't there an inverted bubble somewhere? Yes, and you can get there too. At the Carvertron skate park, on the other side of the wall, you see this little village of houses. And yes, if you launch there, you can actually stand on those houses and mess around. However, the ground is not playable and you'll just respawn. So, have fun parkouring on top of roofs. My favorite out of bounds area would be right out of Mega Park. Looking past these trees, you see this little area which is just a little tan. That's actually skatable, and you do not respawn. The best part about this is you can actually play there online. So if you made an online free skate, people don't know how you got there. Only you did, because you set up a ramp in the parking lot facing the direction that you are in, and maybe they can put the pieces together. I don't know if they're that smart or not. Now for the most interesting part about this district, if we come to this corner of Chan Center, go through the ground, go into replay editor, make your way over here, you'll see some fancy writing on this wall. Even though it's really hard to make out, I have the texture of what it actually says. Conyers Hall, Hallgate Hall, Lineage Hall, no soliciting, Port Carverton University, which is corresponding to the campus buildings that are in this area. Now that we made our way to downtown, there's lots of buildings in this area, and you can just launch onto any one of them. So you might find some things like a pedestrian. Or if you make your way to Cube Bowl and face through this wall, you'll also find more pedestrians. What's up with that? At the Plaza of Solitude, you see this vast open body of water, and you guessed it, there's an invisible barrier. While simply launching your way onto this roof, we are now past the barrier, and we can explore outside. It's a very neat spot if you want to hit a realistic clip in a non-realistic place. But if you keep launching, you'll keep finding more areas that are out of bounds. For example, this very flat spot that's in between Rosalita and Allmart. Hey, is that Rickroll? At Ripon Towers, we have this little place we can play around, but if you were to go into Replay Editor and then elevate your camera upwards, you might find a floating sticker. But that's not the only floating sticker. In this map specifically, there are lots of floating stickers underground. Check out this collection of stickers over by Plaza of Solitude, where they are all just floating in empty space. If we come over to the spot by Ender Stair and do another wall clip, we'll find another object. And it's an object I've never really seen before. But why is it here? I don't know, ask that same guy who put the rail at Monster Jam Park. The next spot is over by Cube Bowl in this corner. Launch over the buildings and the barrier, we'll find this little interesting tower where you can actually mess around. Each floor is skatable, and there's nothing else to do. I don't know why you're here. At Trezuta Plaza, if you come over to Bo's Pizza, clip through the ground and you'll find this big grass patch where you can go around and do absolutely nothing. And now probably for the best area to be in this district, make your way down to this wall that's right by Allmart. Do the barrier face through wall glitch, and you've entered the secret room. Whoa, the best place ever. I'm kidding. Now we're gonna keep going. Get up this wall, go through the towers, get on this patch of concrete, set your marker, very important, set up a ramp where you wall ride off that building, and you're onto this grass. And now finally, rejoice, because you have reached Valhalla. This whole open field of grass, which is like skate school, is all skatable. Make sure to leave your marker, because if you fall, you'll just go back to that patch of concrete. This patch of grass stretches all the way from Memorial Park to Ripon Towers. Now we have made to the final district, Art Gallery. Here I'll be showcasing my new mod that I got recently. This is called Fence Be Gone. Perfect. Now we can skate. Wow, this mod's actually pretty amazing. There's a lot of detail, cars around pedestrians. Why did they fence this off? I'm in Skate 1, aren't I? Ugh, what the fuck? So in Skate 3, this fence is just a suggestion, because you can simply just hop over it, and you have this whole area to play around. The fence is so much of a suggestion that they suggested not to put a fence by this corner. Officer, again? I'm just walking. Staying by that same corner, that building is also a suggestion because half of it is actually intangible and you can actually skate on it. Simply put a ramp by the street, ramp up it, and wow, you're in the building. There's a subway entrance, and within that subway entrance, there's a little room which is blocked off. A simple barrier glitch will fix that. Ha! You are now trapped! Why are you here? If we hopped over that suggested fence again, and then ride the road all the way up, you'll reach the mini mega ramp from Skate 1 and 2. In the building next to it, you will find an interesting object. And yes, you can stand on it. If you were to continue down this road, you'll find this small hole in the wall. You can walk through this hole in the wall, and it's a long tunnel. And at this end of the tunnel, you've reached another dead end, which is just a circle. There's nothing much to do here, but fear not. I have another mod called Matt Be Here. It's just Skate 1 again, what the fuck? Have you ever seen this invisible floating barrier? I mean floating barrier. Coming to this spot under Art Gallery, fall through the floor and you'll see this floating barrier. And yes, you can stand on it. And now for my final spot to tell you guys about, which is right here. Oh, wait, it's actually blocked off and there's no way we can get through it. They really made sure we should not be on this other side of this fence. This is not a suggestion gate. This is a don't go past this gate. So I guess I have to end the video here. There's no way past it. If only if there was a way to go, and he made it. Okay, never mind. Now that we're past the gate, we can now go to the secret town of Art Gallery. We have this big road that just leads into nothing. But we also have stair sets, and a stair set. Another great place to do a realistic part. And that is all I have to show you. There are some micro spots you can actually be in if you were to clip through things, but that's not relevant to this video, because you can explore that yourself now that I taught you how to do so. With that being said, thank you for watching, and come back next time where I show you how broken this map can be.